Shunsaiki, the artist for Shokugeki no Soma, and Shoji Sato, the mangaka for High School of the Dead, have in common? Is it the fact that they both the series have sold millions of copies over the years and have become very well known in the anime and manga community? Or that they both have two great anime adaptations that expertly mix in fan service and action together? No. Actually, no, it's neither. It's the fact that they both used to do porn. Yes, for those of you who don't know, a lot of mangakas started off in the doujin industry, whether it's to get their names out there in the community or just the fact that they're horny bastards that want to draw whatever sick fantasies they have. The point is, a lot of your favorite mangakas could have stared off drawing some sort of smut in their time before making some of their fan favorite mangas. Much like the author of The Electric Tale of Pikachu, which is a story some of you might have read growing up. Sorry for possibly ruining your childhoods for those of you that have read that. Yeah, he makes some really weird shit. But anyways, in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 series whose mangakas used to make doujins, or in some cases, still do. And yes, most of these you could still find online. You have to look up some of the more cultured stuff if you choose to read. Some of them I don't recommend. Yeah, you'll see which one that one is. But before this video starts, I would recommend if you like the stuff, please like and subscribe. Yeah, that's it. No big spiel. I'm just quick, like, subscribe, because that would really help me a lot. Anyways, yeah. On to the first mangaka! I'm pretty sure everyone already knows about Nanashi and Nagatoro already, so I don't really feel like I should give a very in-depth synopsis of the plot. But I will give this very brief one. So basically, there's this tan anime girl who finds this beta male cuck in the library reading by himself and just drawing manga, and she's just like, yo, he seems kind of cool. And let me, instead of expressing my my interest in it, let me just bully the shit out of him. And him being the beta male cuck that he is, ends up liking it. And it's basically a story of this tan anime girl turning this beta male into a giga chat of a human being. Yeah, there you go. There's my very inaccurate. So when I heard Nanashi used to make not safe for work doujins, I kind of just figured he'd make some pretty standard stuff. You know, maybe throw in like 1 or 2 like really weird tags like NTR or something else. Nothing really messed up or anything. Maybe a Nagatoro type story where the girl teases the guy over and over again and they end up doing some saucy shit. But I was wrong. Very wrong. Nanashi, for some reason, decided to make some of the most filthy and hardcore shit on this planet. And no, I did not want to read any of it. I refused to torture myself anymore. I already read Metamorphosis. So, you know, just what type of doujins did Nanashi make that, you know, in my opinion, should be against the Geneva Convention? Well, he used to make, bestiality lolly doujins. Pigs and monkeys were the animals he chose. No, I'm not gonna go into further detail, nor do I want to, honestly. I just want to know who this was supposed to be for, and if anyone actually read and supported his stuff. But it's just like, who is this for? But don't worry, Nanashi didn't just make these crimes against humanities of like doujins. He also made Naruto doujins. So hey, you might have seen some of his art on those weird Naruto hentai ads you see while watching anime or reading manga on those pirate sites that you quickly skip at like Mach 7. But after a while, I guess Nanashi just got tired of making these, you know, as he should, and decided to go with a more wholesome and honestly adorable manga. And if you could stomach, you know, the first couple like chapters or like the first 3 episodes of Nagatoro, where she's for some reason more sadistic than usual, then you will get into one of my top favorite series in my personal opinion. I absolutely love this shit, and I don't care what anyone says. Or if you know, you were according to what this guy said on Twitter, bait for lonely dudes who get no bitches and stack no paper. What, who hurt this man? Like, what? Yeah, give it a shot. Just don't read the webcomic version of it. Unless you're an extreme masochist, then yeah, go for it, because this is, if you thought Nagatoro was bad in the first couple chapters and episodes of the series, then no, she's way worse in the webcomic. So, on to the next mangaka, or manga. I misread, whatever. I noticed when most hentai creators make their own, not safe for work manga, they either go for one of two routes, one being picking their most popular series and removing all the ecchi and not safe for work content, making it more accessible to everyone, or just dropping one of the cutest mangas to ever exist that makes you want to punch something, it's that cute. Much like what Akino Sora did with Sakurai Wants to Be Noticed. The story of this manga is two high schoolers, one being Sakuya Sakurai, who's extremely flirty and teases her crush Makoto Nazuno, who's extremely dense and clueless, and that's the plot. I know, I'm really good at selling this manga. But in all seriousness, Sakurai-Son probably has to be one of the cutest mangas I've ever read in my entire life. The flirting and teasing in this manga isn't as degen as, say, like Nagatoro or as annoying as Uzaki. It's this genre done perfectly, down to the last I'm sorry. Akino Sora makes some of the best expressions I've seen for this type of manga. And it's all because of the main character herself, Sakurai, who is arguably one of the cutest, characters ever, to ever exist. And she just makes this manga so much more enjoyable by being a good mix of assertively forward and shy towards Makoto. Speaking of Makoto, he himself is also he's dense and clueless, but he isn't like most romance main characters. He's the perfect amount of cluelessness. He comes to terms with his feelings much faster than most manga. There were times when I would smile nonstop while reading these chapters. There are just some panels that are genuinely beautiful. And can I just say for a second, I fucking love the drip that Sakurai has. Even her own uniform is drippy as hell. This is something that is often slept on in manga, being, just changing the characters' outfits every once in a while. It can really show off the characters' personalities so much just by changing their clothes. Unlike most high school romances where they just wear, their uniforms for the entire series. And if you're worried about committing to a manga, you honestly could just finish this in one sitting because it is only 26 chapters or 4 volumes if you decide to buy it physically like I am. And when I realized this, when the series was over, I was genuinely so devastated and just depressed. So when I looked up to see if he had made other manga, I kind of realized something. This motherfucker is a Doujin author. It never occurred to me that someone who makes hentai can make something as amazing as this. And my curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to look into his older stuff and realize something. That I've actually read some of his older stuff without even knowing it. And the funny thing is that I had this feeling this entire time while reading it, that the art style seems so familiar, but I just figured that it was just that I read some of their old manga. And as opposed to Nanashi, Akino Sora's stuff was pretty tame. There wasn't anything extremely messed up that I saw when I was scrolling through the tags and stuff like that. And the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure they still make doujins, which honestly makes Akino Sora at this point a different kind of degenerate as opposed to Nanashi, because they still make stuff, which honestly makes me upset that they haven't made a safe for work manga since this ended. So Akino Sora, please make more manga. I absolutely love this. So just please make more. And yes, the last mangaka is Ida Pochi. Now, can I just say that Ida Pochi is probably my top 10 artists to ever exist? Actually, no, top 5. No, actually, top 3. No, top 1. Yeah, top 1. Ida Pochi's my favorite hentai artist. Pochi's most well-known doujin is Anenaru Mono. She also made some Dagashi Kashi doujins as well, which are also amazing in their own right. And remember when I said that some doujin artists either make a new series or make a safer work version of their most popular work? Well, yeah, that's what Ida Pochi did. She made the elder sister like one. The story follows Yu, who is an orphan that no one really wants to take care of and has nowhere, no family at all. So that leaves you with one option: summon Satan. So when Yu summons literal Satan, she asks him what wish she can fulfill for him, to which Yu responds the most logical answer. 1 second. Please fucking adopt me! And honestly, I can't even blame you because I would let Chiyo do unspeakable things to me. No, I'm not going into further detail. I wish I was you.
Not him!
This plot is quite literally the same as the original source material, but without the clapping of cheeks. So it actually turns out to be this very cute and sometimes edgy series of this kid enjoying his new life with his new One-san. There is a side plot with his uncle, but honestly, I really just don't remember anything and honestly don't really care a whole lot that happened with that. But this manga is so wholesome that I just love it so much. Also, she has to be one of the most cracked mangakas out of all the ones I mentioned in this video. Not only is she the illustrator for the mom isekai whose name is enough to give me a fucking stroke, she also designed the model of a Hololive member, that being Reine. I could tell it was designed by her immediately because of her iconic pupil design she puts on all of her characters, which for some reason at this point is now just a neuron activation for me. And if you ever want to support her in any way and you don't want to buy her manga because you don't want to be labeled as a weirdo or some shit, even though I don't think you would be a weirdo at all, I think you'd be actually absolutely be fucking based. She's a VTuber and she could be your Oshi, so simp away and give like your rainbow supas and give some like $100 donations. Also, there is a figure of Chiyo that I would actually buy, but there is no way in hell I could put that in my room at this current moment in time. So maybe later in my life. I think once I'm able to buy that, I have peaked in my life. And if I were to recommend to read any of these three out of all of them, please read Sakurai-San. This is probably my favorite out of all three of them. Just read it, please. Like, it's only 26 chapters. Yeah, please give it a shot. I'm begging you guys. And that's it for this video. I very appreciate you guys watching my content and stuff like that. And thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. Like, that is genuinely insane. I never thought I'd get here this soon. I made the 100 subscriber goal for that Metamorphosis video thinking it would take a while for me to get here, and now I'm at 1,000 subscribers, which, wow. Just thank you so much. Like, oh my god. And I will like to point out, I did actually write a thank you message on my Twitter. My Twitter's kind of dead right now. I do tweet on there often. I try to tweet on there, so be sure to like follow my Twitter and stuff like that. And if you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I would very appreciate that a lot. And yeah, have a good one, guys.